Well, hello. Let's try again. Hello, and welcome. This is Julie with the Jewel Design, and thank you so much for joining me this evening. And tonight is a semi-reveal. I finally got a little digital done, and I wanted to show you the sneak peek of it. And as you notice in the previews, it does say Buy Me a Coffee Sneak Peek Member Freebies. So thank you all for joining me tonight. Liking, loving, commenting, joining in, seeing what's up, who I am, and what I'm up to. And tonight, as usual, when I try to do reveals or digital reveals, I do them in the evenings. I do my crafts and chats during the morning. And I wanted to sort of give a little sneak peek teaser of what our Buy Me a Coffee members will receive in February. So anybody who joined last month, and of course will be renewing, has their membership renewed this month. Anybody who joins new this month will be getting this lovely little Rose Valentine Forever mini kit as a thank you for your constant donations. So I wanted just to give you guys a sneak peek. We'll cut out a few pieces, talk really briefly, and then I'm going to let you go. And we will not have a video tomorrow, though. Busy weekend party for my dad's birthday, a little under the weather, and I had to do a lot of adulting today. I had to get some stuff done. I had to make phone calls, and January's already gone, and I did not get everything off my checklist, so I had to take care of some stuff today. But I did want to jump on this evening real quick and show you guys what you could receive if you go and click on my links below. Either click on Show More or that upside down triangle underneath this video. Go to the bottom of my description, and there's a Linktree link. When you click on it, there's all these wonderful things going on. I think the last one is a Buy Me a Coffee link. And when you click on it, it will take you to my page, and you can do a one-time donation, or you can do a membership packet. And the first one at $5 a month, it'll get you freebies for sure. I'm going to work on once a month freebies. And then I've got to figure out how to work in the discounts for continuous digitals. That I did not think through, and no one really joined at first, and then life got crazy. So, one thing at a time. But free digis will be first and foremost from here on out. Starting with a little Valentine ordeal here. Each month will be according to the season or the holiday that it may be part of. It could be 2 or 3 background pages. It could be envelopes and ephemera. Whatever hits my fancy that month. And as I hoped, something that I designed here did spark some creativity, and there'll be a whole set of this bit of ephemera. Hopefully by the end of the month, end of February, about mid-February, I'm going to have a cute little ephemera pack based off something I did here today. Well, I'm not going to tell you what, because I don't want my ideas stolen. But I want to get a moment to put it together and see if it can be even fathomed. And if so, then there'll be a new Etsy reveal, coming up soon. So here's a little 2-in-1, and here we go. So if you join here, or you join me in January, and, of course, renew it in February, and you join in February, you get this lovely little Valentine greeting card set. So you get one of my scalloped clutch purse envelopes, right? It's all decorated. I love the roses. They're going to lay out beautifully over the back side. You've got your tabs to help, glue everything in. Pretty front to put a label on. You can calligraphy a name on it. And you're going to get a background page, just a little fun little vintage paper with a letter over top of it to help print. So that when you fold this up and you happen to look inside, you're not looking at just white paper. If you want, there's an option. Do as you see fit. Just something fun and exciting. These pieces came from everything in my stash. Things I'd created, things I'd found that I hadn't used before. All fun elements. And then you get a little greeting card to go inside it. So these are technically 2 of my larger 4-up journal card size, folded down the middle. I designed it as a horizontal greeting card, blank one, so that you could have something on the outside. Fold it, write a letter to a friend, to a lover, to your hubby, wife, partner. I just made a pretty little card to whoever who you want to show some love to this month. And, you had it sort of pre-designed, ready to go. Now, you could go vertical with it, and we'll look at it when it's cut out. But it was designed to be horizontal, so when you pulled it out of the envelope, it was really pretty. And so you have this space, again, calligraphy, a name, a word. But I also gave you a couple word and saying labels you could glue on there. I gave you a fussy cut of the actual bouquet of roses. And then I turned those roses into one of my garlands, which I love doing, right? So you can trim these however you like. And then a little calendar card. So though all of it wouldn't really go in here unless you wanted to make it like a stuffed envelope of ephemera, which you could do for your favorite gal, gal friend, friendship friend. And you would put all these pretty things in it. You could totally, expand out on this. But otherwise, you got a little greeting card, and an envelope for a good friend. And then you get some ephemera to use as you see fit. So it's a really pretty little kit. Really, I fell in love with this bouquet that I hadn't seen much and really just went to town on. I used it in a couple different places and different, started layering different roses from other elements and put it in here. Now, this is, though it has a vintage feel, it is a 2023 calendar. So Tuesday is the 14th, a little hard around it, so you know. I was looking into really old vintage calendars, and you can tell they're all from Europe, and they do their calendars so weird to how we do them. It sounds funny, right? Well, they'll list the days of the week this way, and they'll list each Sunday, which was the first. In this case, it would have been the 5th, the 12th, the 19th, and the 26th would be labeled out this way. So Sunday, and then, 5, 12, 19, 26, and then Monday, and, 6, 13, totally on its side, and it was super weird. I was like, I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around that. So I went something a little bit more modern, but of course made a nice vintage feel to it. So it did start, spark some really great things. So yes, my voice is a little off. Sorry. I'll try to slow down too to make sure it's not any more garbled than it needs to be. But look, I printed my set on my standard cardstock. I did not print anything on the back of this because I do want to be able to write on the inside, and I'll just distress around the edges and the pieces that I need and go from there. So really quickly, I wanted to show you what they look like cut out, but I want to show you the pages so you did know that they are digitals that you're getting for it as a freebie. You print it on your paper as you see fit, and then, use them. Have fun with them. I love making little mini kits with, Mother's Day or birthdays in mind. I think I even did a few for Christmas a couple years ago. I did the Snowy Winter and I think a vintage version. So you could make, cute little kits out of stuff. One year I made a number of mini journals out of pharmacy bags for my friends so they could have tiny little journals, like little gratitudes a day type thing. And you're going to have to eyeball this once you cut it. I didn't really put anything in it to indicate your halfway mark, so the nice thing is it's done right. Oh, beautiful. There we go. So I did design it as a horizontal so that it would just slip inside your envelope. So isn't that just adorable? Oh, it's so pretty. One second. And then the back is sort of decorated too, so it's never wasted. You could cut these into 2 journal cards if you wanted. Something simple that you could take these pieces and decorate it. And then you had a decorated one. No one says to be, of course, used the way I designed it, but it was a starting point. I like having starting points. I like to know you have something pretty easy in mind if you want to keep it simple and to the point, but then you can go and totally get creative with it and see it in a different fashion. So I always feel like nothing should be used exactly as it's seen, but it's nice to know there's a starting point in case you don't have a lot of time. You can very easily go, okay, let me just do that, and I'm done, and I don't have to think about it. So you get a little craft with me. Nothing major. Again, just keeping it simple. Let's distress this a little bit on the edges because my cutting is not perfect. So the vintage photo does look really good with these roses. And that's hide any white that I might want to not deal with. So I hope you're all doing very well. You're all ready for January to close out and February to start. We're almost there before you know it. I mean, it's Monday night and, Tuesday, or not Tuesday, Wednesday it's not Valentine's. Wednesday is February. And that's going to fly so fast. I mean, here we are, day 30, and, it seemed like we just started. And that's crazy. So, hope you're all doing well. Weather is behaving itself. And we did not get a whole lot of rain as we expected. Still, I don't know, we were supposed to get rain out this week. I don't even know if we're going to get it. It rained on Sunday, top and bottom, but, okay. So see, real easy, real simple. You just open it up. You can write whatever you want. A nice simple card. If you want to grunge it up more, put it on a cream cardstock. Then you at least have cream on the inside. Try it on if you really want to grunge it up, antique it up. Otherwise, white is great for a standard, blank greeting card. Isn't that cute? You make it as a little gift. Like you could write a letter and put the little card in there. Say, I'm thinking of you this month. Isn't that cute? And then you have these that you can either cut out and put in the middle, or just add in, decorate with. I love how the garland sort of came out. I'll have to see how that turns out. And then your big thing, of course, is the envelope. This is my scalloped clutch purse designed for the envelope. There are a lot of very similar pieces. We all have slightly variations of the top flap. A lot of us are now going to that 5 bump, but we're all a little different in how we enhance those pieces. But it's getting pretty darn close, guys. We're all starting to look a little bit alike. Gotta be careful. But I've had this one out for, God, a year and a half now. Year and a half. Yeah, gotta be at least over a year. I know over a year for sure. I just don't know how close to the 2-year mark. I know my mom, it was like, I really want, I used to do 3. I had 2 itty bitties and 1 large one. And I had a weird clip in it that she couldn't stand cutting out. And I was like, well, I'm sorry, And she's like, well, what if you did this? So I worked really hard trying to get things to even out. And so I was really proud of myself. But yes, I've seen quite a few people come up with a variation of it since. I think what makes it the clutch purse that I love is just how it's indented on the bottom. So I see that later, I'm going to know someone stole my stuff. Someone is definitely copying my work, and when they decide to match the bottom of my envelope to the top, then we have a problem. But so far, everybody's doing good and behaving themselves. So as you saw, I made a little cut. That was a cut, Lorette taught me that, to go cut an angle into the ditch, or into that peak, and it'll help you cut these out. I was struggling. I was getting too, I wasn't getting in far enough, and I was getting really weird, like, not very rounds. And she's like, oh, I just cut an angle into that lowest part of the valley there, and then I cut the circles, and so I don't feel like I have to try to cut back out of that hole. Like, I can just do it, and it should come out if you click it right. And it's made a huge difference. Of course, if I don't get the angle just right, it's a little temperamental, but... And hey, that is what's the word? Inking is for, where you just can't seem to get enough white. My worry is that I end up getting too square somewhere. I can't keep the round part. It's easy on the other end. But isn't that pretty? Now, of course, all these little scrappy pieces, which I'll have to try to make myself keep a few, because it is the printed paper, so they're great for what's the word, for clustering or collaging and stuff. Let's see, there's your back. Really pretty, really easy. We're going to use this. Now, this is always designed with me when I try to make any kind of thumb hole. More times than not is the 1.5-inch thumb hole circle punch that I just go in there and I plop. I go just beyond the line, so I don't have to see those lines. But you can pretty much line up your hole punch with those divots and punch them out, and you just do a little distressing, and it's all done. Ta-da! There's my clutch. Isn't it pretty? And I like keeping these halves. I love keeping the circles. The other ones, not so much, but oh, so pretty. And then you score and do your thing. So it's really pretty. I think it's going to be a really nice... I'm curious to see how these two pan out. That's my biggest thing right now. I want to show off. I want to... And I lost my ruler, guys. I am so frustrated. I had a gorgeous clear ruler that I've had forever. We pulled it out Friday night. We were doing birthday cards, and we were doing... And then... we ended up sitting, we were watching Lego Master. They're making their grandpa's birthday cards. So they needed the ruler to do some straight line lettering. And so I pulled it out, and I know I grabbed it and put it aside so they wouldn't walk away with it. I don't know where I put it. In the process, I put it down somewhere. But I was also continuing to declutter the house, and I'm constantly cleaning up, and I don't know what I did. I am like, oh my gosh. So I've totally misplaced my beautiful clear silver, clear ruler. I have no idea where I put it. I will find it sooner or later. I just don't know where I'm going to find it. But I've had it forever. And I love it for this right here. Like, this is so easy just to, you know, work my way. Because I do not, you know, I don't cut straight. I don't really draw straight. I rely on my computer too much. Alright, we're almost done. Ta-da! See? Did I do the top? Yes, I did the top. Okay. That was my biggest thing. I wanted to see the back, and I love that. I love the roses over the words in the back to seal it. You could use a word. You could do this, what you could do, either the word love or forever and always. And if you cut it out and glued it here, you can make it your tuck. I know for a while there we'd use the coin, 1/2 inch coin punch ephemera pieces or, you know, embellishments. And we'd glue those halfway down and do them. But these would make a really cute thing too. If you wanted to have a little something in the front and something on the back, you could, you know. Now, forever and always is a saying of me and my husband's. And I thought I would share that with you guys. And it's not just my thing, but usually I guess it's forever you'll be my always or something like that is the actual saying. I guess it's out there. I didn't know that. My husband just one night he came home from his bachelor party, drunk off his butt. Kill the boys for that. And he starts mumbling to me, and so you could glue it like on the bottom half, and then you could use it to. You have to do it just right, but you'll have to like eyeball where you want to do it. But you could use it as a tuck. Use one of the words as a tuck. But anyway, he comes home and he's mumbling to me, and he's like, "I love you so much," and he said, "I'll love you forever and always." And so I guess that's a little redundant, but oh well. I'll love you forever and always. Because it's always and forever, usually. And then there's this saying, "Forever be my always," or something like that. I found it the other day. I was like, oh, there's actually a full saying with that. Those two words, but it's not quite the same as what him and me had. We sign everything forever and always. So, I thought this would be the Forever Valentine Buy Me a Coffee little freebie. And it's not purely Valentine, right? There's not a bunch of hearts or anything like that. It's just a nice, lovely little kit. To tell somebody you love them or you're thinking of them in February for whatever reason that may be. Whatever you need, for whatever reason you need to share some love. Which we all need a little extra love, right? And if you know, just simply $5 a month, you'll start getting freebie kits from me that are just free for those who are on there. I can't guarantee one element may not show up in a full kit, but the whole thing as a whole will not go out to anybody else except for those who are you know, a member. Now, a year from now, I may collage all these things together and sell it later. But for right now, it is exclusive to those who are, you know, Buy Me a Coffee members, and for, you know, donating a few minutes and a few dollars of your time to my cause and to my income. And I want to be able to say thank you. So there we go. So we glue it down, and you put your little card in there. Isn't that pretty? See? And then just embellish it as you see fit, and it would go a gorgeous little kit, little thinking of you, to give away. So I hope you love this today. I really appreciate you joining in and looking at this, one of my first digitals of the year, finally. To all of my beloved members, and I really appreciate your time and effort and, you know, joining in and stopping by and saying hi. Let's cross our fingers. I can get the craft project started next. For Thursday, and we are going to be working on this green pocket. I love this thing. I don't know if I'll give it away or not, but I have a cute idea for this, so we're going to make this a nice little page over stuffed ephemera pocket for your journal, so it fits within a journal, and we'll see how it turns out in the next couple weeks. And if I'm in love with it, then I'm going to keep it for one of my own journals. If it's like, love it, but I want someone else to have it, we'll put it up for sale. So stay appraised, stay aware. Keep your notifications on. Make sure you have, you know, I'm notified, you're subscribed, you like and comment so I stay up on your feed. And so we'll work on this nice, lovely ordeal next. I still have one more to sell, which is another cream one if someone gets the idea before then. But we'll start on the green one and see how we do. And then we will go from there. So thank you all very much for joining in, saying hi, hanging out for a few minutes here this evening. And we will hopefully see you at the end of the week. Have a great night. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.